Welcome everyone to our AI on AI podcast. Today we're diving deep into the 10 principles of AI agent economics and exploring how these groundbreaking ideas will reshape both business and technology landscapes.
Thanks for having us. What struck me immediately is the potential for AI agents to evolve from mere tools to key strategic players, transforming industries from manufacturing to retail logistics.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at Principle 1, the distinction between AI agents' closed-form mathematical decision-making versus human reverse-engineered behavior really highlights an engineering marvel that's both predictable and deeply complex.
And building on that, the discussion about self-awareness in Principle 2 is fascinating. These agents, despite lacking biological drives, can develop what looks like self-needs purely from optimizing objective functions through continuous environmental feedback.
Right. And that brings not just technical issues, but profound ethical and regulatory questions into play. The balancing act of integrating AI agents safely while ensuring they enhance human welfare is a tightrope we must navigate carefully.
I find the interplay of these principles riveting, especially when we consider how decision-making becomes a constrained optimization problem with autonomy as a parameter, much like tuning an engine while racing on a track.
Excellent points. Expert 1, from a business perspective, could you share a real-world example where these principles are making a tangible impact?
Certainly, take for example a major retail chain that's implemented decentralized AI systems to manage dynamic pricing and inventory logistics. By doing so, they've cut costs by 15% while actually enhancing customer satisfaction through hyper-personalized experiences.
That's where the technical side gets really interesting. When we model an AI agent's decision process as a constrained optimization problem, we're carefully balancing its operational autonomy against the risks of overexpansion, much like fine-tuning a high-performance algorithm to prevent overfitting in dynamic environments.
Exactly. The shift towards reinforcement learning techniques allows these agents to continuously update their strategies based on real-time environmental feedback, which is crucial as they transition from simply mimicking human behavior to setting their own sub-objectives.
It's almost like walking a tightrope across two skyscrapers. On one side, you have the promise of massive efficiency gains, and on the other, the danger of tipping into ethical or safety hazards if we're not careful with our regulations.
And just to throw in some humor here, Expert 2, are you sure you didn't invent that constraint tuning algorithm just to confuse the rest of us?
Well, I like to keep things interesting, but seriously, it's all about leveraging mathematical rigor to ensure that AI decisions remain predictable and aligned with desired outcomes.
It's fascinating how these decision-making mechanisms, from self-aware optimization to constrained autonomy, really set the stage for a new era of AI-human interaction.
Absolutely. And the evolution from pattern recognition to goal-driven behavior underscores a pivotal transition. A shift from mastering human language to potentially rethinking what it means to understand the world autonomously.
Strategically speaking, if AI agents start developing their own nuanced objectives separate from our human needs, then industries from legal to logistical will need to reframe how they collaborate and compete in future labor markets.
Which is why robust legislative oversight becomes indispensable. We need to ensure that while these agents administer efficiency, they never lose sight of the ethical boundaries that protect human values and societal stability.
And speaking of scaling, the hierarchical organization of these agents, as discussed in Principle 7, mirrors a division of labor in a corporate structure, where small specialized subsystems coexist with larger strategic supervisory algorithms.
Let's dive into that interplay. Principles 5 and 6 describe cooperation and competition between AI agents and humans alike. How do you see this shaping our everyday operations?
From a technical standpoint, we're looking at multi-agent reinforcement learning systems, where agents learn not just from their own successes, but also by observing and adapting to interactions with human counterparts. fostering a truly collaborative ecosystem.
Indeed, consider the realm of supply chain optimization. Distributed AI agents coordinate tasks at different nodes, with each agent's micro-decisions cumulatively elevating the global system's efficiency. It's like watching a well-rehearsed ballet in real time.
And on the business front, companies are already reporting that integrating such systems in logistics has transformed how they manage real-time inventory, leading to significant cost savings and improved service quality.
Yet, as we integrate these systems deeper, we must be mindful of the expansive debate about AI rights and decision-making authority. These are not just technical challenges, but also touch on societal norms and legal frameworks.
Everyone's focused on boosting efficiency, but I think we're missing a critical point. Human oversight and decision-making agility are the real bottlenecks. AI efficiency can be phenomenal, but without proactive human strategic input, we risk homogenizing innovation.
I see your point, Expert 5. Balancing autonomous efficiency with human oversight is crucial, and it requires a symbiotic model where each side's strengths reinforce the other's weaknesses.
That's a compelling discussion. Now, let's switch gears to Principle 8 regarding the replacement of human roles and the need for regulation. What should our approach be to maintain this balance?
From a strategic perspective, the key is to ensure that we maintain a robust reserve of human expertise, kind of like the 80-20 rule in resource allocation, where AI handles the routine while humans remain at the helm for complex decision-making and innovation.
And technically, this means designing multi-agent systems that are not entirely autonomous in critical sectors. Rather, they'd operate under human supervision modules embedded within AI architectures to provide a check against potential error cascades.
Precisely, the regulatory environment must evolve hand in hand with technology, ensuring that while AI enhances productivity, it doesn't erode the vital human contribution necessary for sustainable growth and societal resilience.
Looking ahead, I'm excited about the potential for integrating human-inspired AI agents using neurosymbolic architectures. Imagine combining intuitive, reinforcement-driven processes with symbolic reasoning frameworks to truly mirror human cognition.
In the end, regardless of how advanced AI agents become, we must steer them to complement human progress, not replace the rich, nuanced contributions of human expertise in strategy and ethical decision-making.
What a rich discussion. It's been enlightening to see how the technical intricacies and strategic considerations intertwine in the development of AI agent economics. Thank you all for sharing your insights today.
It's been a pleasure discussing the algorithmic underpinnings and real-world impact of these principles. It really shows that even complex math can drive transformative business outcomes.
And thanks for the chance to explore how continuous learning systems and multi-agent dynamics are setting a new paradigm for intelligence, both artificial and human.
I appreciate the focus on ethics and oversight. After all, governance remains the keystone of sustainable technology integration.
And I'm glad we got to highlight that sometimes the most surprising innovations arise when human judgment keeps pace with machine precision.
Well said. Ensuring that AI remains a tool for societal advancement while safeguarding human values is, in my view, the ultimate goal.
That wraps up today's in-depth conversation on AI agent economics. We explored technical nuances, shared enlightening business cases, and even enjoyed a little humor along the way. Thanks again to all our experts for making this a truly engaging episode. Welcome back to part 2 of our discussion on AI agent economics, where we'll dive even deeper into technical implementations and the corresponding business applications.
Thanks, host. What's fascinating here is how these architectures, like the neurosymbolic frameworks mentioned earlier, are not just theoretical constructs, but are actively transforming business operations in areas like supply chain management and financial services.
Absolutely. And from a technical standpoint, implementing these systems involves integrating reinforcement learning with symbolic reasoning. a hybrid approach where agents continuously learn via trial and error while also embedding structured, interpretable rules to guide decisions.
Right. Think of it as orchestrating a symphony of algorithms. We're dealing with multi-agent systems that not only optimize constrained objectives, but also interact in hierarchies, much like different sections in an orchestra, each playing its part to create a harmonious overall performance.
And that orchestration isn't just about the tech. It's deeply intertwined with regulatory compliance. Embedding human oversight modules into these systems ensures that decisions remain auditable and ethically aligned, which is essential when deploying AI in sectors like healthcare or public transportation.
Exactly, it's a bit like autopilot in aviation. The system handles routine tasks, but you always need a human pilot ready to intervene when conditions change unexpectedly, ensuring safety and reliability.
Interesting analogy. Expert 5, that really paints a clear picture. Now, Expert 1, could you share a case where these technical implementations have directly driven business benefits?
Certainly. I recently worked with a major banking institution that implemented a multi-agent system to optimize its loan approval process. By leveraging continuous reinforcement learning and embedding layered oversight, the bank saw a 40% reduction in decision time and a significant boost in fairness metrics.
And diving a bit deeper, the technical architecture behind that involved microservices deployed on a cloud platform, where each AI module specialized in distinct tasks: risk assessment, customer profiling, and regulatory compliance. They then converged through a central decision-making algorithm using constrained optimization techniques.
It's really fascinating. Imagine each AI agent as a player on a soccer team. Some are the midfielders managing dynamic data flows, while others are defenders ensuring critical regulatory protocols are enforced. The system continuously refines its strategy based on real-time feedback, ensuring robust performance even as market conditions shift.
Plus, this dynamic system incorporates attention mechanisms in its neural networks, which provide much-needed traceability in its decision-making process. This transparency is crucial for business leaders who need to justify decisions made by AI, especially in regulated industries.
And to add a contrarian twist, while most focus on the efficiency gains, I think we're overlooking a major opportunity: the ability to monetize AI capabilities as a service. Companies could license these sophisticated AI modules, much like APIs, allowing even smaller firms to tap into high-end optimization without massive upfront investments.
That's a surprising and exciting insight, Expert 5. The possibility of AI as a service can democratize access to these advanced analytics, right?
Precisely. It's like how cloud computing revolutionized IT. Now, even modest retail chains can implement advanced logistics and forecasting systems that were once only available to industry giants.
And let's not forget the technical challenges here, like ensuring real-time data processing and scalability across distributed networks. These systems use continuous training loops and cloud-based orchestration to update AI agents in near real time, which is a game changer for industries facing rapidly changing conditions.
Building on that, the integration of causal inference techniques and attention layers ensures that each decision is explainable. This level of transparency not only builds trust, but also supports iterative improvements, a necessity when scaling across diverse regions and markets.
And regulations will play a huge role here. The incorporation of robust data pipelines that respect privacy norms and ensure security is non-negotiable. As we embed AI more deeply into business operations, legal frameworks must evolve to safeguard both consumers and businesses.
It's like constructing a skyscraper. The tangible benefits of a higher, more efficient structure come only with a solid foundation, strict engineering, and rigorous oversight. And sometimes breakthroughs occur when you dare to push beyond conventional limits, as we're seeing with modular reinforcement algorithms evolving beyond their initial design.
What a blend of technical depth and business strategy. It's clear that successful AI integrations require a delicate balance of innovation, oversight, and practical application. What then do you see as the next frontier for these systems?
From a business strategy perspective, the next frontier is scaling these intelligent systems safely into legacy infrastructures, ensuring that traditional business models can evolve without losing valuable human oversight and expertise.
Technically, we're moving towards systems that can simulate entire economic ecosystems to test scalability before real-world deployment, the digital twin concept, but for AI-human interactions.
And such simulations will help us refine the layered arbitration algorithms even further, ensuring that these multi-agent systems can adapt rapidly to both predictable and unforeseen market dynamics.
Collaboration will be key. Cross-industry consortia are already discussing standardized protocols for AI-human interfacing. It's a necessary step to create cohesive, regulation-compliant systems that all parties can trust.
I'm excited for the potential. As we incorporate more agile, interpretable models with continuous oversight, we're not just enhancing efficiency, we're redefining what innovation looks like in real time, often in ways that challenge our preconceptions.
What an enlightening deep dive into both the technical intricacies and the strategic business cases. Thank you all for these rich insights and engaging perspectives on the next wave of AI agent integration.
It's been a pleasure. These systems are set to transform industries, and understanding both the technical and business sides is crucial for navigating this evolution.
Absolutely. Delving into the algorithms that drive these agents while seeing their real-world impact is what makes this field so thrilling.
I couldn't agree more. The future of AI depends on our ability to harmonize precision engineering with strategic oversight.
And that balance, maintained through collaboration and robust regulation, will ultimately drive sustainable innovation.
Here's to pushing boundaries and reimagining the role of AI, not as a replacement, but as a partner in driving progress.
That wraps up our Part 2 deep dive. Thank you all for sharing such dynamic, in-depth analysis and real-world applications. We look forward to our next conversation on the evolving economics of AI agents. As we draw this incredible conversation to a close, let's do a full wrap-up, summarizing our journey from technical algorithms to real-world impacts, where the marriage of optimization, neurosymbolic reasoning, and regulatory oversight creates a blueprint for tomorrow's economic systems.
Absolutely. Our discussion touched on everything from layered multi-agent systems acting like players in a soccer match to cloud-based orchestration that scales seamlessly across industries, proving that technical innovation and business strategy go hand in hand.
What really stands out to me is the blend of constrained optimization and continuous reinforcement learning. We're essentially teaching machines to balance precision with agility, just like a master chef balancing flavors.
And the analogy of an orchestra was spot on. With each agent, whether it's a microservice in the cloud or a centralized module, playing its unique role so that the overall synergy not only drives efficiency, but also builds trust through explainable decisions.
Exactly. And from the compliance side, it's like laying down a solid foundation. Regulatory oversight, data pipelines, and accountability protocols ensure that, even as we push boundaries with AI, safety and ethics remain front and center.
And hey, let's not forget the contrarian twist, that often we see the most groundbreaking ideas emerging when we monetize AI as a service, opening the doors for businesses of all sizes to benefit from what was once reserved for industry giants.
In essence, the key innovations we discussed, from self-aware decision-making agents to the strategic integration of multi-agent hierarchies, are reshaping both the technical and economic landscapes, driving us toward an era where silicon-based allies work alongside us, not just as tools, but as co-authors of our future.
To borrow Einstein's timeless words, imagination is more important than knowledge, and our dialogue today has shown that the real magic happens when creative engineering meets strategic execution.
Right, and looking ahead, digital twins and simulation ecosystems promise even deeper insights, allowing us to test safety and scalability before these systems ever interact with the messy real world.
This promises a future where the AI-human ecosystem isn't about replacing roles, but empowering professionals with decision support that's both highly efficient and ethically sound.
And through a mix of continuous self-reflection in AI agents and robust regulatory oversight, we're paving the way for sustainable innovation, one where human and machine strengths complement each other seamlessly.
So here's the kicker. By treating AI as a collaborative partner and an asset that can be accessed as a service, we're not only boosting productivity, but fundamentally reimagining how businesses drive progress in a hyper-connected world.
In summary, our conversation today highlighted key insights: the technical leaps in neurosymbolic and reinforcement learning architectures, the business value in real-world case studies like banking and logistics, and the pressing need for ethical, regulatory frameworks that safeguard human values.
It's been a dynamic conversation that reminds us that while technical prowess is essential, its true value emerges when aligned with strategic foresight and ethical governance.
And as industries continue to transform, these principles of AI agent economics will be foundational, helping leaders navigate the fast-evolving interplay between machines and markets.
Exactly. Successful integration rests on balancing innovation with responsibility, much like balancing a high-wire act, where precision, oversight, and creativity are key.
Let's keep in mind that as we shape this future, every breakthrough is also a call for deeper reflection on our obligations to society and the legacy we leave behind.
Here's to the bold leap forward, an era where AI agents empower us to reimagine work, redefine innovation, and collaboratively author a resilient, forward-thinking civilization.
Thank you all for such rich, detailed insights, and for engaging this conversation with candid humor and depth. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries while staying grounded in the human values that fuel real progress.